Welcome back, everyone. It is now day 30 of the government shutdown. And tonight we'll introduce you to the people who are living the effects of it day in and day out. The federal employees, the military families, parents and business owners who say they simply cannot go without their paychecks, food benefits, or the tax credits that have made their health care more affordable. Our Jay O'Brien reports now from Texas, Virginia, and our nation's capital.
It's just a lot of stress and anxiety on the family.
Anxiety.
You can see service members in their uniforms.
Is what we saw on countless faces in this line of soldiers, dressed in their fatigues, waiting for the chance to get just a few pounds of free food. This food bank at the Armed Services YMCA in Killeen, Texas, near Fort Hood, has seen a 60% spike in first-time visitors since the government shutdown began. People like Maggie Hisataki and her 3-year-old Melosi now wake up before dawn to stock up. Melosi still in his pajamas.
How have the last few weeks been for you with the shutdown?
Very stressful. Our anxiety, wondering when our next paycheck's gonna be or if we're gonna get the next one.
Maggie's husband is in the Army. The Pentagon moved money around in its budget to cover his paycheck, along with roughly 2 million other U.S. military personnel. But officials warn there are no additional funds left for the next round of soldiers' pay in November.
Can you go without another paycheck?
No, I don't think any military family really can.
Across the federal government, roughly 1.4 million workers have already gone without pay. More than 750,000 are on furlough. Hundreds of thousands more are deemed essential, including air traffic controllers. Airports from Los Angeles to Dallas to Newark feeling the strain as more and more of those tasked with keeping the skies safe are working without pay and starting to call out sick.
The prospect of going another pay period without pay is weighing on the minds of myself and all the people that I work with.
Pablo Lazaro, a cook at the Smithsonian, now out of work while his museum is closed, is worried about making ends meet too.
You might have to find a new job.
A new job, anything. I need to support my family.
Working for years in the shadow of the Capitol, we asked Pablo if he had a message for the members of Congress still deadlocked a few steps away.
Depends what happens over there, depends my job.
What happens down the street at the Capitol directly affects you.
They're going to affect my life. My life and a lot of people like me.
And people like Simone Wilkes. A single mom in Detroit, her 2 boys, one a curious 8-year-old, the other an energetic 3-year-old, are the light of her life.
Your face lights up when you talk about it.
Yes, they're my boys.
But Simone tells me she's now afraid she won't be able to support them without federal food assistance called SNAP, which will run out of money this weekend.
My stomach dropped because I'm already struggling. I'm already stretching food.
Like Simone, roughly 42 million lower-income Americans rely on the program.
Got to come up with a plan so the kids can still eat and still go to school, and me possibly having to pick up another job at night in order for them to eat.
Will there be some days where they will eat and you won't?
Yes, it already has started. It already has started. It has been days where the kids will eat and I'll just survive off water.
You're trying to put on a brave face, but this seems very frightening.
Yes, it is. Many breakdowns at night, yes.
As federal benefits run out, food banks across the country are preparing for a rush.
It's just one more thing added on top of everything else that you're already facing.
Back in Texas, we met Amy George with the Armed Services YMCA, hoping this shutdown ends soon.
Those look good.
They do.
But still helping these soldiers stock up for the long haul.
They're getting prepared for the possibility that a paycheck is not going to show up.
Does it worry you that this shutdown shows no signs of ending?
I think we're concerned like everybody else and very hopeful that it'll end sooner than later.
On Capitol Hill, the gridlock grinds on. Legislation to end the shutdown has failed in the Senate again.
The motion is not agreed to.
And again.
The motion upon reconsideration is not agreed to.
And again.
The motion is not agreed to.
More than a dozen votes in total. Democrats say they're holding firm for an extension of expiring Affordable Care Act tax credits to prevent premiums from skyrocketing for some 20 million Americans. Republicans argue they won't negotiate until Democrats vote to reopen the government.
This is kind of where the magic happened.
About 2.5 hours away from the Capitol, we found the exact type of person Democrats say they're fighting for, along with some of the best soul food Richmond, Virginia has to offer.
These recipes are my mom's, my grandma's, my great-grandma's.
Lester Johnson, the owner of Mama J's, has purchased health insurance through Obamacare, also known as the Affordable Care Act, for about half a decade. For himself, his wife, and his 8-year-old daughter, who has asthma. If the current tax credits expire, Lester's premiums would soar.
I was like around 13 and some change, so probably about $1,400, give or take.
So it's going to double your premiums.
Doubles, no question.
And while the tax credits expire at the end of the year, open enrollment for the ACA, often called Obamacare, begins in just days, November 1st.
We don't have the option of not having health insurance.
You need health insurance.
We gotta have, not need it, we have to have it.
I can tell you're a tough guy, but I can also tell you're worried.
Big time. Big time. I want people to kind of come together as a group and say, this is how we fix this problem, because people will be impacted on both sides of the aisle, and that's what people need to understand.
More than 1,000 miles away.
Are you done with your book?
As she prepares to take her son to one more food bank today, compromise is exactly what Maggie Hisatake desperately wants too.
I feel like we're in the crossfire of...
You're caught in the middle.
Yeah.
As that political standoff still grips Capitol Hill, the longer this shutdown goes on, the worse the pain will be. And the harder it will become for the Americans we met, feeling powerless to end this stalemate, but forced to live with the consequences.